Hey everybody, it's Krahmon again, and here we are doing another MTGA deck review. And this is a Gruul deck that I've been working on, and this one's got some good early game. Uh, Mid game, it's pretty standard with creatures, but then when you get into late game, you've got some really fun ability here. So we're going to be showing this one off here. Alright, first for the list, we have Fanatical Firebrand. Solid little one drop. Haste, tap sack it, deal 1 damage to any target. Can be good for removal, can be good for speed bumping, can be good for first turn smackage, the works. Next, of course, we have Llanowar Elves, because this is the staple in about any green deck you can possibly imagine. Yeah. Next, we have Goblin Instigator. This is another really good early game. Generates a token when it comes into play. So you have some swarm ability, you have some chump blockers, some fun. Then we have Lava Coil for creature removal. 2 cost, 4 damage to target creature. If it would die this turn, exile it instead. Very handy. Up next, we have Lightning Strike. 3 damage to any target. Another classic for removal, or if you just need that last little bit of health taken away from your enemy, you can go ahead and do that. Next, we have Merfolk Branchwalker. Classic, or another really good one because of its exploring ability. Can become a 3/2 or net you an extra land to hand, so it can help for fixing. It can do. It's pretty solid early game. Up next, we have Elvish Rejuvenator. This thing is another staple of any green deck I'm running right now, along with the Jadelight Ranger. This one's ability is when it enters the battlefield, you look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a land card from among them onto the battlefield tapped, and put the rest on the bottom of your library in random order. This is good for any land card, so this really can come in handy. Even if you don't have a land card show up in the top 5, you get, you shuffle your cards out. So, I'm sorry, just realized I had my phone left on. Sorry. Next, we have the Jadelight Ranger. Very classic for me. I love this card. It has really good potential for land grabbing, and also just being able to know that next card can be a handy thing as well. Plus, it can become a 4/3 for 3, which is solid. Really good. Up next, we have the Steel Leaf Champion with 3 green, 5/4, and it can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Very good. No chump blocking this sucker. They're going to have to put something higher up against it. Up next, we have the Demanding Dragon. Fun card that allows you to make your opponent make a choice. Do they sacrifice a creature or let it deal 5 damage directly to them? Plus, it's a 5/5 flyer for 5, so it's really solid in that respect. Up next, we have Carnage Tyrant. This one is a 6 cost, 7/6, can't be countered, and trample and hexproof. If you're running into a lot of control, this is your card right here. And there's an additional one in the sideboard, if I'm not mistaken, to help balance it out some more should you need to see it more often. Up next, we have Ghalta, Primal Hunger. This is a really nasty creature, as long as you're keeping creatures on the board. If you're running into removal problems, this is a dead card, unfortunately. So, as long as you can keep stuff on the board, which a lot of this is designed to do specifically, keep some creatures on the board, you're going to drop this thing pretty quickly, and it's a 12/12 trampler, so it's really potent. And then up next, we have 2 Banefires. And this is just a red X spell where it deals damage to any target. And if X is 5 or more, it can't be countered and the damage can't be prevented. So this is really a great card. I tend to use it for removal more than straight burning an opponent. So another good little thing you can do here. Then we have 7 mountains, 12 forests, 1 Rootbound Crag, and 4 Timber Gorge. And that's it for the main board. And up next on the sideboard, we have 3 Ghitu Lavarunner, and they are pretty solid. If you're starting to use a lot of your removal spells, this thing on the field can help out early game for sure. Some shocks for more removal if you find you're having problems with that. Some Naturalize as well for removal for artifacts and enchantments. Then we have Gigantosaurus, and this thing, the Giga, is amazing. 5 mana for a 10/10, and if you do run this main board, dropping Ghalta is so easy. The moment you get this Giga out, he covers the mana reduction for Ghalta. So, really, really awesome. Next up, we have the other Carnage Tyrant, in case we need to see more of him. And then we have 2 more Banefire for more removal or player killing. So, anyway, guys, this deck runs pretty smoothly. It's got a pretty good energy. The mana curve is really nice on it. It's got some land grab. It's got some excel. The only thing that's probably hurting this deck right now is draw factor, which I'm thinking of. Actually, give me a moment. Let's go ahead and look through this real quick, and then we'll grab the one I'm thinking of. Experimental Frenzy. This card could be really nice. Can also be really detrimental. So I don't know. Let's see if we can do this. This will allow us to play the top card of our library, so we have an additional card for our hand repeatedly. That doesn't just count for that top card. If you cast that top card, the next one comes up, you can look at it and you keep casting. So in a lot of ways, this can be really nice. The downside is you can't play anything from your hand. So, if you're seeing a handful of stuff you don't care about, this is a great card to drop down. So I'm probably going to... What can we put it in here for? We can go down to 1 Llanowar, or down by 1 Llanowar Elf, I should say. And oh boy, this kind of really hurts. Where would I drop the extra? I can drop probably one of these down. That's kind of rough for me. I love running this card, but we're going to drop that down, and we'll go ahead and add in the 2 Experimental Frenzies. And that has not affected our lands, I don't think. So, anyway. Alright, guys. There. Just did a revision on the go. And let's see if this deck will do any good. I'll be doing a gameplay video of this one later on. So, anyway, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you stick around for some more videos. Any feedback I take very seriously, unless it's just someone trolling, of course. So if you guys have any feedback on these, if it gives you any ideas on how to do a more of a budget style deck, because despite everything, this is actually pretty budgety. Right here, this card right here is going to be the most expensive card in this whole set. So, other than that, this deck's pretty cheap to actually build. So, anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed it. And I will catch you in the next video, guys. Later.